Proverbs 18:16. A man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. But will your character keep you there? See, the problem is this, right? A lot of people, they want God to bless them, but they don't want God to test them. And you get the blessing and you blow it because your character could not keep you in that room. So 2 days ago, I went to this conference. And while I was there, I'm meeting these other speakers, these business owners, these mindset coaches, some very high level people, not just high level in income, because a lot of them are multimillionaires, not just high level in career, because a lot of them are famous. Like if I said their names, you would know them. Not just in that, but in their character. The thing I respect the most about these people is their character. One of them, who I'm friends with, has helped me with advice, has helped me in so many ways. And I met him through another guy who Mike, he let me live in his house for 3 days. He has a house specifically for guests to come live in. And it has food in there. He paid for my dinners, everything. Fantastic guy. He also happened to be a multimillionaire. And what I respect the most about these people isn't their money. It isn't their cars. It isn't their business. It isn't their fame. It's none of that. It's their character. And all of them have a gift that led them to be where they are. And they're able to see in me that I have that gift. And it's not about the gift of just speaking, because maybe you're an artist or you're a musician or you're a dancer or you're a construction worker. There isn't just one gift that God gives people. Not everybody is meant to go around and start preaching. Not everybody is meant to go up on a stage and start singing and dancing. There are people who build the church, or they build the houses, or they build the schools. There are people who teach. There are people who are like really good mothers and fathers. That's a gift. There are people who are doctors. That's a gift, the gift of healing. There are people who are able to just lead people, the gift of leadership. And you have to understand that your gift is your gift. And if you learn how to use it properly, it will put you in rooms with great men and great women who respect you, not because of your status. Because, mind you, I'm in these rooms with people who have millions of dollars more than me, hundreds of thousands of more followers than me, decades of more experience than me. But what they can recognize in me is I am doing the work. They could see in me like, stay on this path. You have that gift in you. And what I want to talk to y'all about today is the fact that a lot of people, they get into these rooms, right? They do the work to get in that room. They do the work to get in front of some people. They do the work to get on that stage or to get that record deal or to get that relationship or to start that family or whatever, to get that job. But their character gets them kicked out. Like, if imagine this, imagine I went into that room and I just start putting my feet on the table and I'm just talking rude and acting reckless. I would have got kicked out. And that's the problem there. It's like people, a lot of times we get into these big rooms, we get these opportunities, and we just start acting a fool and blow it because now we think, oh, I done made it. Oh, I'm so good. Respect yourself, of course. Don't be like, oh, these people are so much better than me. Don't be like that. But don't be destroying your blessing because of a lack of character. And what I realized being in that room and listening to these people is they are coming from a state of giving. Every last one of them come from a state of giving, which ultimately is what led them to having the kind of status that they have and having the kind of money that they have and the opportunities that they have and all these things. It's from a state of giving. They want to give value to people. They want to help people. They want to support and lead people. One of the guys, he was a one of the guys, he runs multiple podcasts. He supports people in that way. He does coaching, life coaching, business coaching. He's just like giving, 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 giving. And because of how much he gives, he's getting. Another lady, she was up there like inspiring us, helping us realize like, because she got knocked off a motorcycle, hit by a car, her leg was all torn up. She had to get 34 surgeries or something. And she was just explaining to us how, even in the midst of all that, even in the midst of her leg dangling off the skin, she was able to say, you know what? There's a possibility I can get better. So let me focus on the good side of this and not on the bad. Let me focus on my leg can get better versus my leg is hanging on by a thread. There were people in there teaching us about how to understand your subconscious mind and your ego and your self worth and all these great things. A lady who drove 16 hours from Tennessee to Philadelphia because her flight got canceled last minute. So she drove overnight for 16 hours nonstop. That level of giving, that level of I want to provide, that level of I want to share my gift with people, not just so I can get some money, but because I want to see these people grow. I want to see these people become better. I want to see these people improve. And it is that state of giving that leads to getting. Unfortunately, a lot of people, whether it's how you were raised, whether it's how the media you watch, whatever reason, we want to get something for nothing. We want people to buy our product. We want people to buy our books. We want people to support us. We want people to pay us. We don't want to give value before they pay. That's the important distinction. You have to give value before they pay. Like these videos are free. These videos are free 99. I don't make a single dollar off the YouTube videos themselves yet. However, because of how much value I give in the videos, people are like, man, I like this dude. Man, I'm loving what he's saying. Let me book him for my school. Let me get in contact with him. Lawrence@lawrenceaverage.com for podcast booking, school principals, or youth organizations. Man, I love what he's talking about. Let me buy his books. Link in the YouTube description. Man, I love what he's talking about. I would love to get a one-on-one call with this guy because maybe he can help me with my situation. Link for that in the description below. Man, I love what he's saying. I love the videos. What's his social media? Social media is in the description. And you see how all the stuff I'm giving is free. The only thing you gotta pay me for is direct access and a book. I'm not charging you $1 million because I understand that it's not just about the money, it's about giving. And the more you are willing to give, the more you're capable of getting. It's like a closed hand can't receive. You see how like your hand is closed, you can't receive anything. Let me move this here so it's going to be visible in the TikToks. You see how your hand is closed, you can't get anything, but you have to first open up and let me give something. Let me put a video on YouTube. Let me post a song. Let me share with the world. Let me bless somebody. Because what you put out is what you're going to get back. If you're disrespecting people, if you're being rude, if you're arrogant and acting cocky and all these things, it don't matter how gifted you are. Because even though your gift will make room for you and put you in room with great men and great women, if your character is just faulty, like if your character is rude, if your character is disrespectful, if your character is bad, but your gift is good, your gift will get you in the room. But once people see your character, they're going to kick you out. They're like, we don't play that around here. And that was something that they shared too. That one of the best ways to build trust with people, because mind these people are working with like other people are a very very high level, millionaires, billionaires, like big business owners. One of the best pieces of advice that this guy, his name Tony Peck, he had gave me this advice was that the best way to build trust is do exactly what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. He didn't word it that exact way, but that was the gist of it. Because I'll put it like this: if you say that on Monday, I will send you a email for this specific thing. Like I will send you a business proposal. I will send you a message about this opportunity. I will connect you with this person. If Monday comes and you don't send that email, cut off right there. Because if you're not able to keep if you're not able to keep your word, people aren't going to want to be around you. And this is exponential the higher level we go. Because if it's just like your friend and you say, all right, I'm going to be here at 12 noon, like let's hang out at 12 p.m. Well, 12 noon. Yeah, that's 12 p.m. I was just making sure because, 12 a.m. and 12 p.m., they're inverted. But if you and your friend are hanging out and y'all say, all right, I'm going to meet you on Monday at the park at 12 noon. At 12:05, you get there. Not really a big deal. Minor inconvenience, but it's not that major of a deal. Now, let's say a job wants to, like a job interview, they want to hire you, they want to interview you. And they say, be here at 12 noon. And you show up at 12:10, that's going to be a problem. Not just on like a low level of, if it was a McDonald's and you show up at like 12:05, they're going to be like, okay, traffic, fine. But if this is like an investment firm, a big label job, like a doctor or something, and you show up 5 minutes late, that's a problem. Or you're doing a business deal and you show up 5 minutes late to that deal, that's a problem. Now, if you tell them in advance, like, hey, the traffic is really bad, I'm going to be a couple minutes late, they're like, okay, I respect that because that shows your character. That shows that I'm not here to waste time. I understand that your time is valuable. I understand my time is valuable. I said I'm going to be here at 12, but traffic is crazy. I'm going to be here at 12:10. I'm telling you this an hour in advance. Traffic is terrible out here. Thank you. I respect that. But if you show up at 12:30 and you don't tell them, you're probably going to get blocked. Like they're probably going to block you on everything before you even get there because you can't keep your word. And that's a part of your character because a lot of people, right? They want these opportunities. They want God to bless them. But their character is going to get them kicked out of the room. So before God bless you, God will test you because God does not want to give you something and then watch you blow it. No, God, at least the one I like, the God I like, He want to bless you, but He also has to test you to make sure that you'll be able to handle it. Because put it like this, right? You want that Bugatti, you want that Lamborghini, you want that Porsche, you want that nice car, whatever. Maybe you want that Ford F-150. And you say, I want this car, man. I want it, please. I want it. And God's like, okay, I'm going to give it to you. But first, I need you to pass this driving test. And that driving test is going to be hard. It's going to be questions that frustrate. You're going to be like, man, dang, why this happening in my life? What's going on? Like, everything was going right. But then I start praying. And I say, I want this, I want that. And God said, all right, I'll give it to you. But right before the blessing, there's the testing. And it's during that testing season when stuff get chaotic. Like for me, I get a bunch of bills just pop up out of nowhere. Like I'm like, all right, dang, how am I gonna pay all this off? I gotta renew my website. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I got this thing I gotta pay for. I got that thing I gotta pay for. These are all things that I signed up for. So it's not like I randomly got signed up to stuff. But the point I'm getting at is that it's stressful. Yesterday, a little bit of water got on my phone. Phone started acting up. I wasn't able to put in my password. Phone kept blocking on me. Had to like wait 1 hour thing going. I'm like, God, what's going on? And God just told me, calm down. You'll be fine. So I set my phone out, I let it dry overnight, and now the problem is solved. But it was during that test, like it was during that hour of like, my phone ain't working, what's going on? That I had to sit in the silence and I spent that time reading some books. I spent that time reading the Bible. I was journaling. I was cleaning the house. And I feel like God was showing me that as a way of like reminding me to not become overly reliant on entertainment or distractions or talking to people, but to be more comfortable in the silence, to be more comfortable finding ways to handle my stress without distracting myself, to be able to just sit in the silence. Because I know that when I get that blessing, when I get that apartment, I can see it from my office. Like the apartment I want, the exact unit, I can see it from my office. When I get that opportunity, when I get that blessing, when I get the money, when I get the opportunities, when I start hiring assistants, let me talk to you. When God bless me, and know that it's going to be after the test. So when you're in that test, when you're in that fire, you got to remind yourself that this is God preparing you. This is God getting you ready. Because if God give you the call right now, like if God put that Lambo in your driveway, He put that Bugatti in your driveway, He put that Porsche in your driveway, but He don't make you go through the driver's test, you're gonna crash and burn. And God don't want to see you crash and burn. I don't know where people get that notion. I don't know who started this, but it's a lot of people who think God just want to see them suffer. No, God wants you to prosper. The very first thing God said to humans was have dominion over the earth, multiply, and be fruitful. I said it in the wrong order. It's like be fruitful and multiply and have dominion over all the animals and all the fish and all the resources of the earth. God wants to see you get blessed. There was literally gold in the Garden of Eden, and God said it is good. So it is to say that God wants to see you succeed. Like, remind yourself of that. God did not make you to suffer. God did not say your whole life is going to be a test. God did not say you have to stay low or be poor. No. I don't know who be telling people that. But what I'm really trying to get at is you have to understand this, right? You want to get into these rooms, like you want that car, you want that relationship, you want that house, you want that opportunity, but you have to stay down. Your character is what keeps you in the room. Your gift gets you in. Your character keeps you in. And it is your character that must be tested, that must be refined before you can get that blessing. Because that money, if you're a bad person, like if you're disrespectful, if you're rude, if you're arrogant, if you're hurting people, you're going to hurt a whole lot more people if you had $10 million. But if you're a generous, loving person, if you're giving value to people, if you're inspiring people, if you're feeding the homeless, if you're doing stuff like that, if you're helping your family out, you're going to be able to help a whole lot more people with $10 million. And the money isn't the important part. It's your character. Because your gift will get you the opportunity. Your character keeps the opportunity. And you don't want to have that opportunity. You don't want to have that business popping off, or you don't want to have that record label or that relationship or that car or that job or that degree or that career, and your character gets you kicked out. You don't want to have it all right there. But, oh, he disrespectful. Fire him. Oh, he rude. Take away that record deal. Like, look at the NFL and the NBA and all that. They don't just look at how good of a player you are. They look at your character. They're like, all right, Saturday night, what is he doing? Oh, he at the club every night? That's a problem right there. Oh, he like gambling? Oh, that's a problem right there. Oh, he not taking his training seriously? Oh, that's a problem right there. So they're not just looking at your gift because, oh, he dunking, he shooting free throws, he hitting from the 3-point line, he fast, he doing all this, he doing all that. No, 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 no. But hold up. He drinking, he partying, he doing this, he doing that. Oh, that's his character. He got the gift. Don't get us wrong. He got the gift. But if your character isn't in the right place, the NBA, they ain't gonna sign you. They're gonna be like, we see you good right now, but we know in a year you ain't gonna be good no more. Nope, get him going. Can't remember who it was, but there was that like NBA player very recently, and he was like so good. He was like a number two or number three pick or something. And what happened was he just got real fat, kept drinking, kept partying, and they terminated his contract because they saw his character. His gift got him in the NBA. His character got him kicked out. So I don't want you to have that gift in you. I don't want you to have that blessing. I don't want you to have that thing, but your character gets you kicked out. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're updated about my most recent videos. And if you're a podcast or school principal or run a youth-focused organization, you can contact me at lawrence@lawrenceharris.com if you're looking for speakers or podcast guests. If you'd like to purchase my books, you can find those in the description below. I have one written on improving your mental health, self-worth, and mental health recovery, as well as another on the more mindset, the self-care habits, things of that sort. And if you would like a direct one-on-one call with me, you can book that in the consultation link. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful and lovely day.